You've obviously traveled quite a bit internationally, promoting your work and promoting your documentaries. How have you felt that your work's been received internationally? Has the reception been mostly positive or negative, or I imagine a mixed bag?
Like I said in the beginning, absolutely had a lot of support from the older dancers. When I say older, I'm talking dancers from the Palladium and who really know. Had a lot of support from the musicians, and had a lot of support from the ones in between, right? But the new school artists, very offended, very, very offended. So I can say that most of New York absolutely embraced what I did. This happened in New York. I'd say from about 2006 to 2011, that's 5 years it took, for people to really, okay, there's something new out there. There's a lot of history that we don't know, and it took a lot of that, a lot of those 5 years to really, to gently let people know that we're all students. And I think that's the most important concept of all of this, is that we're all students. And if we ever get to that place where we feel we've stopped learning, then it's not worth it. So yes, it's been very well received, I can say, since the beginning, and much, much less resistance as time has gone on.
Turning specifically to dance, is there anything in particular that you find in modern dance or modern interpretations of Latin dance that particularly annoy you, or that you particularly don't like? And then on the other hand, things that you do like, or trends that you see that you would like to encourage?
I think I should very clearly say that I have absolutely no motive in changing the way anybody dances. Right? Dancing is about an interpretation. Dance, and feel free to do anything you want to do. But as I say in my classes, if you go on the dance floor as a dancer, you're following the rules of dancing, which is what dancing is all about. But if you want a connection to the music, if you want to go on the dance floor as a musician, which does not require a music degree to comprehend, you must follow the rules of music. As a pianist or as a percussionist or any instrument that I can play, I can't just join an orchestra and go in any key signature, go in any chord progression, or go in any tempo. I've got to follow the rules. It's the same thing in dancing. If you want a connection to the music, you got to listen. La Época is not about listening here, it's about listening here. And that's what La Época is about.
Absolutely. How's your experience been here in Ireland so far? How have you found the workshops today, and the time that you've spent here in Ireland? How's it been for you?
You're very, very warm people, very kind. Everybody's always smiling, and got a lot of positive energy, always positive words, and I like that. I can definitely say the Irish is wonderful.
I'm glad to hear it. What are your plans for the future?
Plans for the future? Quite a few. My most immediate plans is I'm working on a huge production right now, which is a 41-piece orchestra, wow, which is 33 symphonic musicians. I'm talking about cello, viola, I'm talking 8 violins, 4 violas, 3 contrabasses, we got oboe, clarinet, English horn, French horn, trombone, trumpet, baritone sax, tenor sax, alto sax, combining all of those instruments with Afro-Cuban percussion. Wow. And then on top of that, we're going to layer with some ballet and rumba. And so that's my most immediate production. It's in the works, and we're working on that. I'm also working on a film about the life of Piotr Tchaikovsky. That will be out in several years. It's a multi-million-dollar film, and it's a lot of work going into that. And of course, we're working on part 3 of La Época, and working on several other small productions. So I've got a lot going on.
You've got a lot on your plate. If people want to find out some more about your work, more about your documentaries, and more about what you're doing with music, where can they get this information?
Absolutely. Well, my name is Josue, my last name is Joseph. And if you go on Facebook and you type in La Época, again, La Época, that's the name of the Facebook that I operate. That's the name of the movies that I've done, and the whole educational program that I've done with La Época is very proud to be the world's #1 resource when it comes to Latin music history and education. And it's been wonderful for me. So if you go on Facebook and type in La Época, you'll be able to reach me directly. And also, if you go to laepocafilm.com, again, that's laepocafilm.com, you'll be able to read a lot more information about us.
And one last thing I want to ask you. If you were to give one piece of advice to dancers, but to Latin dancers in particular, what would that advice be?
Number one, listen to the music. Listen to the music. Not here, but here. Listen and understand the music. And it doesn't necessarily mean understand the music of today. You got to go back to the roots, because everything is in the music, the arithmetic. That's number one. Second of all, trust but verify. Any instructor giving you some musicality classes, base it on the arithmetic. The next time you go to a musicality class and the instructor is teaching you choreography, combinations, politely find a way to ask the instructor, what do you hear in the music that I should be hearing so I can execute this same movement that you're teaching us to different songs? Right there, you'll get your answer. If the instructor knows what he or she is talking about, they should be able to identify in the music what exactly you should be listening to. And if they're teaching you choreography, it's not a musicality class, it's a timing class. Big difference.
Fantastic. Josue, thank you very, very much for coming to Dublin and for giving these wonderful workshops. After spending the whole day here with you, I can honestly say that I've learned a great deal. But I think more importantly that it's after opening my mind to a whole side of salsa and Latin music in general that I hadn't considered before. And I think that the fact that this is open now, it's going to give me the opportunity to explore a lot more in the music that I love and that I'm sure a lot of my readers love as well. So again, Jose, thank you very, very much, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your time in Ireland.